Hello friends, it is dark outside and we are approaching the holidays, and it is getting colder in the Northeast where I am, and winter has definitely arrived. And this time of year can be incredibly joyful because of the holidays, but it can also be deeply sad, especially if you are someone that has lost a loved one in the months of November or December. I lost my mom 24 years ago on November 23rd, and the holidays were never the same. Only recently did they become a little brighter 24 years later. But my mom loved Christmas and was really like the biggest, brightest Christmas cheer ever. And when we lost her around Thanksgiving, Christmas was never the same. And just a few days ago, 24 years later, we just lost my dad to cancer. I am grateful that now their death dates, or their heavenly birthdays, as some might call it, are only, 4 days apart, so that we can grieve this time of the year collectively for both parents. But my heart goes out to any of you, if you can relate, if you have lost a loved one at this time. I've heard it said that November and December tend to be the most amount of deaths. That's when people leave the planet the most. Now, I have to fact check that, but it makes sense. As the days grow darker and the light fades and the trees lose their leaves and, the cold gets colder, most people who are on the edge of things, I think they sense there's not a lot that they can do to get through the winter. And so it's a typical time for loss. So if you're experiencing loss right now, I'd love to hear from you, and how do you get through the holidays, and what have you done to turn it around, and just create a little conversation here that we can all hold together. For those of us that are in the same boat around this holiday time, experiencing loss or grief or sadness or disconnect from the joy that this time can also bring. And whoever needs to hear this, if this is you, I just want you to know you're not alone. And I know I'm not alone. And it doesn't make it any easier to go through the grieving and the sadness. But knowing that we're not alone and having a place to be witnessed and give voice to the togetherness of loss at this time, if it provides any solace at all, that's my intention. So my heart goes out to you, my heart goes out to me, and I'd love to hear from you if this resonates with you and if this is something you're experiencing during this time. Thanks so much.